Hello friends, hope you're doing good. I know it's been a long time that I've not posted my videos, starting I think somewhere in December when I got my back pain, and I'm slightly a lazy person when it comes to video making because this is not one of my favorite things to do. I like talking to people. Trust me, although I have started it myself, but sitting in front of a mobile camera and recording myself is something very difficult for me. But I try to do it because I've done a lot of stuff which is difficult and uninteresting in life, and we have to do that as well at times. So I'm doing it. But what I also enjoy is that a lot of you do expect, a lot of you, at least those who have come back and told me that where are your videos, makes me feel good. I know it's really a small number, but it's big for a small man like me. Now let's begin today's topic. Today's topic is fear and hope, and there's really a thin line of between these two things. And why I wanted to mention it is very obvious in today's days, right? There is this constant fear and hope going on, and with this COVID situation, I understand that there is a lot of fear, and I particularly wanted to do this. There are a lot of other topics which I don't do because of a lot of reasons. We'll talk about it some other day. But anyways, yeah, fear and hope is what I wanted to talk about. Fear looms more than hope, and it makes me very sad thinking that a lot of people do follow this. I don't do it because my life has taught me the situations that I've faced, the experience that I've gathered in life has been as such that I couldn't afford to be fearful, and I couldn't afford to be negative about life, because if I did, then I would not be able to get past the hurdles that I had in life, and that could be in current situation or for last 20 years, 25 years, since the time I have come out of my my parents' cocoon and took my life in my own hands to deal with things. I probably couldn't have handled, and I would have been somewhere totally different in life. If we look at the numbers, it also tells us, being hopeful and being positive helps much more. I know there are a lot of deaths, there are a lot of infected people, but at the same point, isn't the number of recovery much more than the number of infected people? Isn't the number of people surviving is much more than the number of people who are dead? The numbers tell you that you are over 90% with that, and why should I not be on the hope side? Because if I start thinking that this is happening everywhere, happening to everyone, it will. But if I think that, in a big country that I live in, there's X number of people who are being affected with that, and there is a Y, which is the higher number, the hope number, which is surviving. What should I do? What can I do to remain positive in that? And I don't want to continue to talk about COVID alone, because it is not just about that. In life in general, if you have lost a job, the job loss or the unemployment data tells you very clearly that at most 9 or 10%. And even if the numbers defy your situation, you still have to remain positive, because tell me, what is there more chance when you're on the other side of the fence, which is the fear and negative? Is it more hopeful on the hope and the positive side? Choice is yours. As I always say, that my videos are really recommendations, so I don't want to push my thoughts, but I leave it to you. What will you do if you are into financial difficulty? First and foremost, I again basis the data, the persons I have spoken to, the calls that I get for some kind of a help, with all due respect, with a lot of humility, I want to say that most of the cases I've felt that this person could have avoided this by doing a lot of things, by changing the lifestyle, by fixing the expenditure, or probably just taking the precautions, taking the clues that this is coming to me, and taking the right kind of steps to counter it. In situations where I can help, but I know with my little financial capability, I can't really help anyone. I can pacify someone, and pacifier is not real. We all know that. What I help people with is with direction, that where they can do what they can get. But trust me, nobody else apart from you who can solve your problems. So make sure that you're in a positive frame of mind to solve any of these situations. Rather, because these situations arrive because we are looking too deep into the future, and we're thinking too deep in a negative manner about the future. Like I said, either you can look into the future and say, oh my goodness, how will I survive in next 20 years, 30 years time? Or you can say, I got to think about next 20, 30 years because I've got a child who will grow up to this age by this. What do I have right now and how do I proceed so that I can take care of those situations? Remember, you cannot solve all your problems. And also the other day there was a survey going on, and sort of these LinkedIn polls that were coming up, and somebody, I think huge financial coach or somebody, he had asked a question that how much money do you need to survive comfortably. Well, that answer doesn't come from the fact that how much money do you need. I'm sorry if it sounds like an alien concept. It starts from how less do you need, because there is no end to the much. There is absolutely no end to the much. What you can do is that you can see and test yourself for a tougher time, that how less can you survive with. You have a constant gauge about your situation, like we do it for our age. The amount of weight I would carry at the age of 20, I don't carry it now because I know I'm aging, and that's a fact. Why should I extrapolate myself and think about myself that, oh my goodness, I'm still that hunk who need to carry? No, I'm not. I'm getting older. I'm 42. I need to think about a lot of things, but this is not a negative thought. This is about having your own assessment of your situation. Somebody could be in a better physical shape, and I'm sure there are many people who are than me, and they could be pulling the weights because they have done the right things at the right age. Or you want to tell them they're fearless people. Let it be. I am not. I know my condition, and that's what we need to know. We are all individuals. We all have our individual situations. We are different. So we need to make an assessment of our own condition, and that assessment has to be in a positive manner, because it's not that the negative cannot happen. Accidents and mishaps, who can control that? I can't. But if I cannot control it, why should I think about it and become negative about it? So that think positively no matter what, and reach out to the people, and also become a person who people can reach out to. Help people in COVID. Last year I could go and distribute a lot of food packets and all that. I'm not able to do that. I don't agree it is safe to go out. So let's stay at home. And by staying at home, with the help of just one mobile phone, I try to forward information, verified of course, about beds, blood, plasma, etc. to everyone. About jobs, I connect with people for somebody else to find a job. Financial help, as I said, I cannot, but I can suggest people what they can do. So try and make that help, because when you do these kind of things, help is a very positive feature, an attitude in its own. If you help people, you will see your perspective is also becoming positive. The choice is really yours, and there is really a very thin line. Do not think too deep and too negatively about future. If at all you have to think positively. And if you need help, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are around you who can help. And if there aren't, I'm there as a last resource. Do give me a call, do connect with me. I'll try and talk to you, and I'm pretty sure about this thing, that we can all come out of this. Stay safe, stay positive, stay at home, do things that we are supposed to do. Take the medicines, vaccinations, whatever comes your way, whenever it comes your way. Until the time it doesn't, try to stay healthy and alive, and positive about it, because thinking negatively won't give you anything. I'm hoping and I'm praying for everyone, and I'm very sure that you all will do good. God bless you. Take care.